impressed with have you been with them at this stage in their careers?
Yeah, two of the best Iowa high school players in the history of our state. I think I don't think there's any question, and I know everybody's got their list of the top 25 or the top 50, and there's uh, there's a bunch of good players that have played in the history of high school basketball in the state of Iowa, but AJ and Joe are, and without question, two of the best to do it. So I think fans are going to enjoy that. They played together in the summer, the last couple summers on their AU program, so they obviously spent time playing together and know each other well. I think Joe's off to a great start for them, going through their games and watching him doing. I think people see him as a guy who, because he scored so much in high school, I think that's where people kind of start and stop with him. Is that hey, he's a guy who's going to be a great scorer in college. He's more than that. He's a very good defender, and he's got good size, and he goes and rebounds. So he isn't just a guy who's going to get points. At least what I've seen, and I watched him play enough in high school, but watching him even at this level already, what he's done defensively and what he's done in rebounding has been very impressive. And we obviously like a lot what AJ's doing, and he's off to a great start for us.
You talked about during it quite a bit last Monday about AJ. What would you say? What things in particular are most challenging for AJ right now?
Yeah, I think the one of them you don't, or a big part of it you don't solve until you play some games. Just the experience part of it. Because the game at this level, no matter who you are, the game is different. And there's the challenges that you have at the defensive end of the floor are different than the ones that he had not only last year but in his high school career. So that takes a concerted effort on his part, or anyone who's a freshman, to be able to get done what you need to get done at the defensive end of the floor. And then offensively, just working to and a lot of it comes back to what we've been talking about with our offense of what exactly do we feel most comfortable with? What are the things that we need to adjust? In terms of AJ and his role in that, being able to get some things where he's off the ball a little bit, whether it be an off-ball screen, just moving him around a little bit so that everything that he does doesn't have to be with the dribble, because then you've got a lot of people looking at you. You've got the on-ball defender. You've got, if you're using a ball screen, you've got that defender. A lot of times you can kind of get another half of a defender or even another full defender into that mix, and we saw some of that a week ago. So I think some of that adjustment, falls on us as coaches, not only with AJ, but to also, and this is something that I always think about, is putting all of our players in best position to be successful. And right now, some of the things that we're doing offensively, we're putting guys in and not just AJ. We're putting guys in spots where they're not quite as confident, they don't have quite as many reps, or they're not quite as comfortable, and we need to be able to make some changes there.
Knowing the size and strength Iowa's got inside, is this a game where maybe Justin Dahl would play more of a part because of the matchups?
Yeah, yep. We feel like that'll be something, and potentially an important part of it here, because they are big and physical up front. And they do want to throw it inside in transition, as I mentioned. They do want to throw it inside in the half court. They do a great job of rebounding the basketball, and so very well could, Garrett, for us to be able to have more size on the court could be very important for us. Good. All right. Thanks.